Hi, this is Marina from Health Glows, a raw vegan diet and healthy lifestyle coach. In this video, I am teaching you how to use a fresh sweet corn on a raw vegan diet. First of all, it is very important to understand that there are many different varieties of corn, and not all of them are edible in their raw state. The only corn variety that is edible in its raw state, at least to my knowledge, is sweet corn. However, there are different sub-varieties of sweet corn. And this particular variety is my personal favorite, and as a matter of fact, the only sub-variety of sweet corn that I can eat on a raw diet in its raw state when I prepare it in a certain way that I'm going to teach you in this video. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of this beautiful sweet corn variety. Whenever I find this specific sub-variety of sweet corn at the farmer's market, I make sure I buy it because it is not always available. And so far, I did not have any luck in finding out what is the exact name of this sub-variety of sweet corn. I have asked numerous sellers of this sub-variety of sweet corn what is the name of this particular corn variety, sub-variety of sweet corn. But so far, I always got the same answer, and all of them told me something like, oh yeah, this sub-variety of sweet corn is a special one. It has this beautiful special texture and taste, but unfortunately, we have no idea what is the name of this sub-variety of sweet corn. By comparing some pictures on the internet, I made my own conclusion. I think this is called Sweet Nugget F1, but I cannot claim because I'm just not sure that I'm correct in this conclusion of mine. So anyway, now I'm going to show you how this variety, that is sub-variety of sweet corn, looks like, and I'm going to describe to you how the ear of the corn looks like and how the seeds look like, what is the texture like and what is the taste like. So if anyone of you recognize what is this sub-variety sweet corn and you know the name of it, please let us all know through the comments down below this video so that we can all learn what is this beautiful sub-variety of sweet corn, what is it called, so we can ask from the market to provide us with more of this sub-variety of sweet corn, and perhaps we can grow it as well. There are several different sweet corn sub-varieties. My favorite sub-variety, which is also extremely tasty in its raw state, is a sub-variety that I believe is called Sweet Nugget F1. Cobs of this sweet corn sub-variety are typically between 17 and 22 centimeters, that is 6.7 and 8.6 inches long, and the average cob diameter is about 4.5 centimeters, that is 1.8 inches. The kernels are large, rectangular in shape, just slightly rounded. Some are even flat, dark yellow, almost orange in color. The kernels have a soft, not a crunchy texture. A sweet, pleasant taste is present when the corn cob is fully ripe, which can be recognized by the fact that the kernels are full of so-called corn milk. Press a kernel and then a whitish corn liquid will come out of it. The sowing time of this sub-variety of sweet corn is between mid-April and the beginning of June, and the harvest time is the first half of September. What is interesting about corn in general is that the ripening process is the opposite of the fruit ripening process. The fruits first contain starch, and during ripening, this starch in fruit becomes simple sugars. The fruit is ripe when all the starch in the fruit has become converted to simple sugars. This is how you recognize a fully ripe fruit, when it is soft to touch, sweet, and easy to digest. With corn, we have the opposite process. Ripe, young corn on the cob contains simple sugars. After picking, it is best to use the corn immediately or at least within the first few hours, because after picking, those simple sugars start turning into starch. Within the first 24 hours or so after picking, corn becomes primarily a starchy food. When corn is starchy, it has hard kernels that are difficult to digest in the raw state, and that is when they must be cooked. However, by freezing corn, we stop the process of turning sugar into starch as well as soften the corn kernels. When freezing a food, the water inside the cells of the given food turns into ice crystals that occupy a larger volume of space than liquid water. Because of this phenomenon, the cell membranes of these foods burst open. When that same food is thawed, the ice crystals melt, automatically taking up a smaller volume of space than in their frozen state. This way, suddenly there is more space between the now cracked food cell walls and the internal fluid of the cells. And this whole process gives the food a soft texture. It is important to note that by law, all commercially frozen vegetables, including corn and peas, but excluding bell peppers, must be blanched before they are frozen. Commercially frozen fruit, on the other hand, is not blanched before being frozen. Therefore, store-bought frozen corn is not raw food, but blanched. Blanching is the process of exposing food to boiling salty water for just a few minutes in order to deactivate the enzymes in the food that lead to oxidation of the food and to destroy the microorganisms in the food in order to prevent potential food spoilage. That is, to extend the shelf life of the food. And now let me show you how I prepare sweet corn. You will need the following equipment: a pair of hygienic gloves, a mason jar, freezer bags. Remove the leaves from ripe and young corn cobs. When removing the leaves from the corn, save the so-called corn silk, from which you can make very tasty tea. Corn silk tea is one of my favorite herbal teas. It has a crystal clear, almost transparent color, accompanied by a pleasant, soothing smell and taste. Place the corn silk in a clean and completely dry mason jar. Studies show that the consumption of this tea alleviates the symptoms of hyperglycemia, depression, and exhaustion. Also, you can use this tea to massage your scalp in order to stimulate hair growth. After you have properly cleaned the corn cobs, put them in freezer bags and thus in the freezer. Leave the corn cobs in the freezer for about 24 hours so to have them well frozen. About 8 hours before you would like to use the corn in a meal, take a couple of corn cobs out of the freezer and out of the freezer bags. Put them on a plate and then put them in the fridge first. Frozen food should first be thawed in the refrigerator for the first hour or two, and only then it can be further defrosted at room temperature. This method of defrosting food prevents the potential bacteria growth on food that can occur when frozen food is immediately exposed to room temperature. When the corn is thawed, you can warm it a bit in the dehydrator. And once the corn is completely thawed, just see how soft the kernels are right now. This way, it has the perfect texture and it's delicious. It is so delicious that I can already see how my orthodontist, Miljana Candir from Novi Sad, Serbia, is getting a panic attack while watching this scene, and I can hear her screaming all the way up to here. Don't bite into that corn! You'll break your braces! Okay, I won't. The point of the story: if you have braces, don't bite into the corn. Instead, take the kernels of the cob and top your favorite salad or in my case, zucchini pasta with them. And now I'm going to warm this yumminess in a new age oven, a dehydrator. You can order a dehydrator through the link in the description of this video. And here it is, a beautiful and delicious raw yet warm dinner. Raw yet warm. Where have I heard that before? Oh, yes, that's right. That's the name of my recipe book, in which you get 40 delicious and healthy raw recipes slightly warmed in a dehydrator. You can order the book Raw Yet Warm on my website healthglows.net. The link is in the description of this video. Yummy! And you can even use the softened corn kernels to make a delicious dressing for your salad or zucchini or cucumber noodles. You can order the blender through the link in the description of this video. And now we're gonna pour this yummy sauce over the zucchini or cucumber noodles, mix it all up, delicious! I truly hope that you have learned something interesting and useful about the corn in this video. And just because you have stayed until the very end of this video, I want to give you a gift. And that is a coupon code for 10% discount on my raw vegan culinary set. In the raw vegan culinary set, you get a total of 157 delicious and healthy, low-fat, raw vegan recipes. Soups, dressings, sauces, dips, pasta, cookies, cakes, drinks, spices. Out of that, 40 raw yet warm recipes warmed in the dehydrator, as well as 2 pre-recorded online culinary classes that you just need to follow step by step. For the whole set, you get a discount by using the coupon code tasty and healthy. Click the link below this video, take advantage of this discount and make the transition to a diet of delicious and fresh plant-based foods that contribute to your health and vitality. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if that's so, please give it a thumbs up, share it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please make sure that you click the bell icon beside the subscription button so that you can enjoy all the beautiful content that is coming up on my Health Gloves YouTube channel. Until the next video, I'm sending you warm regards. Bye bye!